SeaWorld Orlando is opening their third coaster in 3 years.
How do you even afford that? All right.
It's good.
That's tasty.
Yeah, I like it.
Dude, so in 2020, SeaWorld Orlando opened up Icebreaker. Then in 2023, they opened up the world's first surf coaster, Pipeline.
So good. Best coaster in Orlando.
Insane, horrible take, but we all have personal opinions. But in 2024, they haven't said anything, but the construction's going on and it looks like plans have been leaked.
I'm so parkfans.net. Go check out their website, go check out their Twitter.
Parkfans.net on Twitter, they have so much good information. I'm gonna put the link to their forum where they have this detailed out. I mean, detailed to measurements down to inches and feet.
It's insane.
It's like, what?
Mind blowing. I
But
don't even know how they did
all
it.
of that's down in the description. Check them out, and everything that we're talking about is really based on what they found.
Yeah, that's where we're getting a lot of our information from, well, all of our information from, because they went ahead and leaked all this great information about this new coaster.
So it's speculation, and they were kind of like just getting all the information that they found, pieced it together, and presented us what they think it's going to be. But they've been right about Dark Coaster at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. They were right about Arctic Rescue at SeaWorld San Diego, and they were right about Pipeline at SeaWorld Orlando. So they're on a pretty solid track record here.
They have a pretty good history of being right, so I trust it.
What do you think? First thoughts of this proposed family coaster?
Well, so it's called Project Toboggan.
Weird.
And like you said, it's a proposed family coaster. Also, Project Toboggan is not the final name. For example, Pipeline was Project Penguin. It's a launched sit-down family coaster, right?
Yes, it's not 4 across, it's only 2 across. Most B&Ms are 4
That's what
across,
they're known for, is that
but
4 across.
They've been playing around with the 2 across lately. Pipeline's an example.
Also, a while back, they built Steel Dragon. Or they didn't build Steel Dragon, but they manufactured the trains for that over in Japan.
Yeah, so they've done this before, but apparently what parkfans.net did was they took the measurements of some of the plans, and they've figured out that it's no wider than 11 feet, which means it's a 2-seater. Or it's definitely not a 4-seater or a wing coaster, which is what we thought that it may have been able to be.
Exactly.
What else about this family coaster, though?
It's a launch.
It's a launch. It has 2 launches.
It has 2 launches, so it's a multi-launch coaster, which is exciting. I like more than one launch. I just think that's really good. I don't know how powerful the launches are going to be, but I can't assume they would be very powerful with it just being a family coaster. And the layout doesn't have any inversions, so it doesn't go upside down. It doesn't look like it's a super thrilling ride.
I mean, that's a weird way of wording it. Like, I don't know, it could still be thrilling, but it's not gonna be like a record breaker. Or
Yeah, it doesn't
like
have any big drops.
The second launch appears to be bigger, and after the second launch is the highest point of the roller coaster. Okay. So of the 2 launches, the first launch is gonna be the smaller launch, is what is believed, and then the second launch is going to be the bigger one.
That's always fun. That's like, you know, you just get hit with a faster launch in the middle of the ride. I think that's pretty cool. I think this fills a void that was in SeaWorld's park, because they have so many rides that are targeted to that like more grown-up audience, you know, where it's like Manta
you mean the thrill seeker?
Yeah, Manta's super intense. Kraken goes upside down 7 times. Mako has the biggest drop in Orlando. Icebreaker goes backwards, and I know for me as a kid, going backwards was scary. And I wouldn't get on a ride as a kid that was standing up when I was afraid of roller coasters. That was a no-go. So a family coaster that has no big drops, the launches don't look too scary. I know me as a little kid who was afraid of coasters, I think I would have really liked that. And their only other family coaster is like the little kiddie ride.
You're right. And, you know, I think in 2023, you don't see roller coasters that are, you know, cookie cutter tiny baby coasters anymore. They are called family coasters for a reason, but I think it's because the whole family can enjoy it.
And you see what's going on with Big Bear Mountain over at Dollywood. a launched family coaster that is like super fun and enjoyable.
It's great for everybody. It really, I get that. That's totally the trend that you see in these.
It's like these family coasters are a lot more creative, especially with that B&M wing coaster. That's a family coaster over at Legoland in Europe, which is so cool.
I don't think they're reinventing anything here.
I don't think they are either.
I think the mastery of this ride is going to be in how they incorporate some sort of storyline with it, because this whole area that they were building it in is the old Antarctica area, or the current Antarctica area. They used to have a dark ride, a trackless dark ride in there. They've had it closed for years.
Yeah.
It looks like that's where it's going to start. It's going to start with an indoor dark ride section.
That'll be cool.
There's got to be a story, right? So I think they're going to go completely new. They're going to gut that section of the building. It's going to be a new dark ride section. Who knows what story they are, hopefully tied to penguins, because my dream, my hopes for this is that it's going to be a nice dark ride section about penguins or Arctic adventures. Bam, a launch. And the launches are inclined launches, so they go upwards,
Which
right?
is so cool. You don't have many of those in Florida.
Yeah.
But it's not a super high incline.
No. It's not like a scary incline,
No.
but it is going up. But that's great because you launch upwards and then you get that additional speed of the drop. But that way it can allow you to get as much speed as possible.
Oh,
Get what I'm saying?
smart.
So they'll be able to like kind of meander through this course through there. Family-wise, hopefully the story's strong. You go through a good layout, and then when you hit the brakes, I want to see penguins at the exit. You share the same building as the penguins exhibit. Let me out, just like in the dark ride, let me out into the penguins. I want to see the penguins from the station.
I hope that's what happens, because if they spit you out at the penguins, that'll be so good.
I love that.
I
think
that
that'd be
so
great.
much. Because then it's like a ride and an enclosure, both in one.
Hopefully you can't smell the penguins from the ride,
Hopefully.
because they're a little stinky.
The penguins are a little stinky.
They're cute but stinky.
They're adorable. I love them.
So it's a two-seater.
Yep, that's what I think the prototype is. I don't think the seats are going to do anything special. I think it's just going to be a prototype because B&M does not make many two-seaters.
Isn't that kind of a weird way to call it a prototype?
I mean, anything to give it a special title, right?
I don't know. Like, there's nothing special about that. I think that there's going to be something special with the trains.
I hope so, because that's what.
Dude, what if this is a B&M straddle? What if they're creating a straddle?
Maybe. Dude.
There's no information on parkfans.net.
Yeah,
Sorry, park fans. We're just
speculating.
We're just butchering your stuff here. But like, I like to dream big. Dude, what if they come up with a straddle?
They had all these measurements, and here you go, just throwing in some random crap.
I think though that this will be a good ad though.
I think it'll be a great ad. I think it'll fill up that void that SeaWorld is missing with a strong family ride to introduce young thrill seekers. I think this will be really, really strong for them. It won't be the massive 200-foot thrill that Mako is, or it won't go upside down 7 times, but it will provide something that SeaWorld has been missing for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think that's awesome.
Cool. Nice.
Awesome. Can't wait to ride it.
Soon.